This is All the Right Marketing, a publishing podcast by Cardinal Rule Press. Now, here's your host, Maria Dismondy.
Welcome to All the Right Marketing, where we talk with business owners and industry leaders about marketing their products. Our guests share tips that help anyone who loves a book or those special entrepreneurs out there who are listening to creative marketing ideas. So whether you're in the librarian space, the bookstore space, or you're in the outside world of marketing, you're going to like the guest I have here today. Vana Chupp Studio is a boutique lifestyle brand that transforms our customers' most treasured people and moments, captured in photographs, into exquisite heirloom quality jewelry and personal accessories. I actually am highlighting a few of them on my wall right now behind me if you're tuning in visually on YouTube. Vana Chupp founded the company as can you tell me how to say it, Vana?
Le Papier Studio.
Which I know you changed the name because it was hard for people to say. So I do know that.
Yep.
In 2008, so this company has been around for a very long time as a creative expression of her passion for classic silhouette art, inspired by her highest calling, which was motherhood. Taking favorite photographs of family, pets, which I just learned recently that you're doing pets. I didn't realize that. Or moments in time, they take those images into silhouette portraits and they create jewelry and prints around them. As she had done from the beginning, Vana continues to directly consult with her clients to ensure the pieces are perfect and that they evoked those forever memories. And I can speak from a consumer, a customer of yours, that the process was lovely. And at the last minute, we added our children's names and they wrote their names on here.
Yeah.
And so welcome, Vana.
It's so good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's start off at the beginning. You went to school to become an architect. How did you go from there to here?
I did, yeah. Got done with architecture school, started working the profession for a couple of years, and then found out I was pregnant with our firstborn, and started working architecture on the side as I was, kind of spending my days with him at home, and got bored pretty quickly doing that, and was looking for something that was creative, but I could also put it to use as a mom of a little boy. So at the time, I started sketching his site profiles every month just to capture his ever-growing features. And, I could have done that with a photograph, but something about putting my artistic abilities to use just fulfilled me creatively. And it wasn't until 2008 where I found out about Etsy that, I could actually start selling my silhouette products. So I quickly opened an Etsy shop in 2008 and posted some stationery and fine art prints. And quickly it just gained momentum. A lot of moms like myself were looking for ways to document their baby's growth. And one thing led to another. We evolved as a brand. And so started offering more accessories and jewelry, just again, listening to our customers and fine tuning our products based on what they wanted to see. So flash forward to 14 plus years. Here we are. That baby is now 17 years old, going to college in a year.
Oh my goodness.
I have another son who is 10. And it's been a wonderful journey. We've grown a lot. We've evolved a lot. Our name used to be Le Papier Studio, which meant paper, the paper studio in French. And then in 2021, we rebranded to Vana Chupp Studio, just to, like I said before, to allow our customers to be able to say the name. A lot of them had a hard time saying Le Papier Studio, but also to just really open the doors of for what the future has for us. We started as a paper business, but we've evolved into mainly jewelry and high-end accessories and gifts. So yeah, we're excited.
That is an amazing journey. And so Vana, you had mentioned that you grew up in Albania. Your father is Greek, your mom is Albanian, and moving here to finish your architecture degree. So I just want to highlight the fact that you came to a new country and got a degree and started this amazing business. So let's just stop there and highlight the fact that you were in this new place. That is amazing. So what that tells me about you is you're someone who has an idea and you can take it to fruition. Is that kind of part of your personality?
Yes, that's I'm a person that yes, exactly. If I have an idea, I'll do everything in my powers to get that idea to light and working and just research all the things. However, when I did start the business, it was not selfishly, it was not like with the idea of growing it, and it was just to serve me.
Ugh.
As a new mom, just trying to find like that creative, spark, and just doing something while I raised my first son. So I was able to, through these products, to help them capture that time with them and just treasure it through products.
I think when business owners are passionate about the work that they do, like you said, you didn't get into this to create this evolving business. But I think when you start doing something because of passion and love, there's really something to be said for that, which it sounds like that was your case.
I completely agree with that.
So we have never spoken to someone about email marketing, and you and I are in a group together, and I've learned that the majority of your sales come from emails. So tell us a little bit about your email list. What is your strategy? Because I know myself as a consumer, I don't know if I purchase very much through email. So I feel like you're doing something special over there to get
Of like
customers.
probably the first five years in my business where and I'm like, oh, if you feel like putting your email down, that's fine. So those were kind of like the innocent years, as I call, of like running a business, where I just kind of did it for fun, right? There was no plan that, I was ever going to grow it or whatever. But then as it evolved, always with the idea of serving customers, I started thinking, how do I get a hold of these people? Or how do they get to like see, the things that we come up with? How do I continue to serve them? And as the online world kind of grew bigger and we became part of it, I also found that it became noisier, and, we could not reach those people as easy as we used to before. So I think it wasn't until 2012 that I became very serious about collecting their emails and just getting them into our email list and serving them that way, in a way that it didn't feel salesy, or, just kind of like with a friend, when you get their phone number and you create that connection with them, and you check in with them, you let them know how you're doing, so that was kind of like the same idea with the business. So right now we have a strategy in place, whether it's like they find us about our companies through a word of mouth because a friend purchased something from us, or they find us on social media or through ads, or just like organic search. They come to the website and we collect their email, if they want to opt in that way. And then they kind of, get into our system, I like to call it, and then we start nurturing them. And what that means is just getting them to know more about our brand, who we are, what we believe in, what our mission is. And this is kind of like fed to them through like a series of emails, which we call a flow of emails, that, it's spaced out X amount of weeks in between each other. And it just kind of gives them an idea of like who we are, what our products are, how can they order from us if they choose to, and what is the benefit, getting these emails from us, and what the benefit, kind of like the end on product that they get from us. And so that's something that, it's our flow of emails that goes out to people who start to engage with us, but not necessarily have purchased with us. And then we also have a set of emails, which is kind of like the weekly campaigns that we send out. And those are to people who might have purchased from us before, or kind of have perused our website, but have not quite made that, decision to purchase, just to kind of engage with them. I always tell our team that we want to engage, we want to entertain them, like educate them. And then we also want to provide value and kind of close that sale at the end.
Wow. I'm over here taking notes. This is wonderful. I love how you said the online world became noisier. That is key right there, because, thinking about my day starts in my email box and my day ends in my email box. And it's not on social media because it's too noisy there. And so you're really, and being able to segment your list based on the needs and the I guess, interactions or the behavior of your customers is really key too, because you know who needs to be educated more on the product or the mission, and you know who needs that entertainment. Those are the people who maybe haven't purchased yet. So you're segmenting your list and you're nurturing them.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the point there. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to say, once you've been kind of getting in the groove of collecting emails and sending out emails, because people also, small business owners, we have so much going on. And when we think email, we're like, oh, I know I have to collect emails and I have to send an email. So I always tell friends that, I talk business with, start small, start collecting emails. If you have, 100 email addresses, that's better than 0, right? And those 100 people, they trust you. They've given you permission to email them. And, be in their inbox, which nowadays it's like a holy place. Like, I don't want anybody's email in my inbox without my permission. So for them to give you that permission to get in there, so be respectful of their time, just send stuff that it's helpful and valuable, but then also just start building into that as your list grows. And like we said, we can segment our list based on like their needs and what they have, their activity with us. Then you are able to, maybe not send emails to like the entire list, but that kind of break it down to like, okay, today I'm going to email these people because these products kind of like make sense to them. Just like with your friends, I always feel like when you want to recommend something to a friend, you don't just like mass email them all and be like, this is awesome. It's just like guided, kind of like, hold their hands in the process, especially because our product is very custom. It's not something that it's off the shelf. Here you go. You can return it. They're making an investment with us. And I take that very, very carefully and very seriously. So I don't have a problem kind of nurturing them for a while before they actually make the decision to buy from us.
This is genius. And the fact that you said be respectful of their time, I will tell you that I get your emails and they are not too long. So I think that's also key. Like you said, I have been on someone's email list for at least 13 years because I started when my oldest was a baby. Her name is Mama Natural, and she's respectful of our time in the fact that she sends an email every Thursday, and it's called 3 Things Thursday. And maybe she sends other emails, but all I get is the one on Thursdays. I look forward to it. I know it's coming. I know it's going to be short, and I know she's going to tell me 3 new things that I probably didn't know before about raising healthy children. It's very, very much organic and healthy living. And so I think that's exactly what you're saying. Be respectful of their time. You're not doing it just to do it. You're being thoughtful about who needs what. So that is amazing.
Exactly.
And for those of you listening, email marketing is not just for the jewelry business. It is not just for these, boutique lifestyle brands. This is for anyone who has a business, because like you said, you get permission to be in that inbox, and that makes all the difference. It's so much more valuable than someone following you on social media.
It's easier for you as a business too, because just think about it. If you send emails to people that did not want to hear from you, well, why would they be in your list? Like, you're paying more for subscribers that you don't need. And also it's like easier for you to sell to those people that want to hear from you. They want to know what's going on, what's the new product, or how is this product going to make their life better? So yeah, it's a win-win both ways.
That's wonderful. Wow. I appreciate your time today, Vana, and I feel like we've learned so much. I know that you sell heirloom fine jewelry and accessories with the custom silhouettes from customers' photos and favorite moments. And, I just think for those of you who are listening, I want you to be on the lookout over at the vanachuppstudio.com, because I'm sure there are more things coming out in the woodwork. So I know you're always thinking of something new. And so you are found online on the website. You also provided a social media handle. Where would you say you're spending most time on social media for those listeners?
I would say Instagram is where we are. That's where we started on social, and we have the highest engagement there with our customers and fans, people who maybe one day they'll become customers.
That's wonderful. And it makes sense because your work is very visual, as I said at the beginning of the interview, with my children's silhouettes on the wall from your studio and that I received for Mother's Day. Any last words for our listeners, Vana?
I would just, since we're talking email marketing, just start somewhere. Don't be intimidated by, maybe you talk to a friend who their list is 10,000, subscribers. You will get there, but what's important is to build that trust and that relationship with people that want to hear from you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time today. And listeners, you know that we have new episodes coming out every Tuesday, and we look forward to the next interview to share all the right marketing out into your world. Thank you so much.
Cardinal Rule Press offers a variety of support to authors, booksellers, librarians, and families. Find out more at cardinalrulepress.com.